Welcome back to Roguelike Roulette. I'm Xander. We're going to spin the funny wheel and see what game we're playing today. We are playing Slay the Spire today. I was actually playing Slay the Spire not too long ago today, so I'm already warmed up and everything. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to be trying to get a win on the Ironclad still. Need to do that for just the Ironclad. All of the other characters have at least beaten the final boss so far. Okay, let's first of all take a look at our starting map. We do have an opportunity, actually a couple opportunities, for a 1 HP elite fight. We could also get random rare card. Rare colorless card is really a crapshoot because some of them are like very impactful and some of them are kind of whatever. I think we'll just go for the 1 HP elite here. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Nice thing about taking Niao's Lament at the very start is you don't have to worry about taking damage, really, for like the first several fights. Because if you're taking damage to enemies with 1 HP, that just means you need to hit them faster. Okay, Entrench is kind of a bad card until we have like a certain level of setup for it. So I'm not loving this already. Okay. We'll roll with Cleave and maybe an upgrade potion. Yeah. Okay. Let's take our second fight here. Shrug It Off is good. Actually, all those cards were pretty good. First thing I want to upgrade is Armaments. It's a very impactful upgrade. Basically, Armaments, whenever you play it, it lets you upgrade a card in your hand. But if you upgrade Armaments, it upgrades every card in your hand when you play it. So that's pretty big already. I think I take a second Shrug It Off here. Now we should be good on defense for a while. I'll upgrade Entrench so it's at least somewhat usable. Entrench doubles your block. Initially, it does that at the cost of 2 energy, which, unless you have a method of gaining a lot of block with 1 energy or keeping a lot of block, is not really all that useful. Now, though, like if we played both Shrug It Offs and then Entrench, then it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, very situational card. I'm definitely not going to try to force it to work, but I will keep an eye out for opportunities for it not to be dead weight. Okay, I think we take Battle Trance here. Battle Trance pairs well with upgraded Armaments because it lets us draw more cards and then upgrade all of the cards. Okay, so like here, we can Cleave. But if we really needed the extra defense, Entrench definitely would have our back. This is a weird situation to be put in, actually. I think we'll just go for that. That way this thing is basically guaranteed dead next turn. Because we need to start thinning out all of this before we start racking up too much damage. Forgot about that. Okay. I'm going to play an unupgraded strike there. Nib putting in work. Now that guy is basically dead next turn as long as we can do any kind of damage. Yup, that's what I'm looking for. We cleave, we block. We actually block perfectly that whole attack. And we strike a couple times and we're safe. Demon form is definitely a card. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely a card, and we do need those. So I think we go for it. Hopefully we get the chance to actually utilize it. That would be awesome. I'm actually going to use our upgrading potion there, because if I played armaments to upgrade all of that, I wouldn't have enough energy left for demon form. So we take 9 damage, not awesome. But getting demon form up early is kind of our main way out of just dying here. Or not dying, but like we could easily lose like half of our health in this fight if we had not done that. I played in trench. Whoa. Yeah, entrench is really good if you get the rare card Barricade. Barricade makes you not lose block at the end of your turn, and so Barricade plus Entrench lets you double your block and then basically keep the benefit of it for longer. Go for that one. It has less HP. Yeah, now our strength is getting to be enough to kind of carry us. Which is very needed here. There we go. Okay. Deal damage equal to your block with Body Slam. Actually, yeah, that's a good card regardless of whether or not Entrench is working, because our upgraded Shrug It Offs are doing some work. Yeah, if we do get Barricade, then I actually feel very good about this run. But as for now, yeah, I don't know. I think we play... If you play Strike, then Cleave on this back one, it's just dead. I think that is a good idea to go for. Body Slam isn't probably going to get a whole lot of use until it's upgraded to reduce its cost down to 0, because then it's a free card. And if you happen to have a decent amount of block, then why not? I was mostly just playing the block card to see if Body Slam was affected by are weakened here, making us do less damage per attack. It does. So, bad news for us, but no harm. No harm for the run. Okay. I like a headbutt there. No, I don't think I want to become cursed. I was thinking about it purely because like shops are typically going to show up earlier on the next floor. So like I don't have to worry about them all that much. Which means I could take the curse and then basically get rid of it sooner rather than later, and then it would only affect probably like 3 fights. But I could also just pay to remove a strike or defend and just make my deck better instead of making it the same, but with more money. I definitely should not have played Demon Form there. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Hey, look, Body Slam. Forget that terrible misplay you just saw. We'll pull armaments again. Really want to get stuff upgraded sooner in the fight rather than later. Oh, get the battle trance. Yeah, sure. Could actually play armaments again next turn. Nice. I didn't think about that synergy before, but that lets you upgrade your deck pretty quickly. Just prioritize doing damage. Oh, Body Slam is affected by strength? I didn't know that. Wait, so that means even with 0 shield, like, since I have 10 strength right now, would Body Slam just do 10 damage? That does not work like how I thought it did. Okay. This shouldn't last a whole lot longer. There we go. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, Limit Break might be kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, I kind of love Runic Pyramid here. This can definitely hurt your run if you take it at the wrong time, but yeah, I think we're in a position where Runic Pyramid can actually do some work. So what this does is at the end of our turn, we no longer discard our hand. The one downside to this is that if you have cards in your deck that you don't want to play, you're going to have to play them eventually to make space for the cards you do want to play in your deck. But for very potent small decks, this can actually be like pretty huge. My train of thought here is we pull armaments like this, and then it upgrades a whole bunch of cards all at once. And that's kind of where the thought process ended, but it seems to be working out so far. Limit Break, by the way, another very good to upgrade card. Let's put it that way. Like I will go out of my way to upgrade this at a fire, even if we have armaments in our deck. Because upgrading it makes it no longer exhaust, which is huge. because that means you can effectively stack strength forever just by playing Limit Break over and over again. And after the first couple, it stacks way faster than Demon Form ever could. And it only costs 1 energy per play. So, very good card. Burning Pact is not bad here. Let's just get rid of cards in our hands that we do not want to be there. I'm going to take the shop just to remove. Yeah, let's just remove a strike. Starting each combat with 1 strength might not sound all that helpful, but it lets us start stacking limit breaks without having to play Demon Form first. So I'm going to take it. I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea yet, but we'll see if it works. Oh, we take Ritual Dagger. Absolutely, we take Ritual Dagger. So this card does how much damage? I think it's 15. Yeah, it does 15 damage for 1 energy and then exhausts. But if you kill something with it, it permanently increases how much damage it does by 3. The only downside to this, obviously, is you can't play it, or like you're not guaranteed to be able to play it when an enemy is almost dead. But with Runic Pyramid holding on, holding on to that card is actually much easier. So okay. Ooh, now we're in a bit of a pickle, actually. We don't have any like crazy block cards here. We could pull Shrug It Off, but I'm not feeling super hopeful about that. Okay, we pulled it indirectly, which I guess works. Okay. Yeah, so already with Pen Nib, this is doing 50 damage, which is absolutely insane. Obviously, that's not going to happen every turn because Pen Nib is what it is, but yeah. Okay, 25, so I need you to have 5 block or less. Or no, now it does 27, so I need you to have 7 block or less. And hey, look, that's less than 7 block. Get Ritual Daggered. I think seeing red is good here. Lets us enable Demon Form a little more consistently anyways. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we get some money. It's not bad. Oh, wow, that's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. Nice. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to upgrade Limit Break right now. But yeah, when I said Runic Pyramid can be bad, I mean specifically when it comes to like decks that intentionally like add curses into your setup or cards that automatically end your turn, like that kind of thing, where it's like you don't want to have to be forced to have a hand that kind of sucks. So priority number one right now is just removing all of these like basic strikes and defends because we really just don't need them. Just going to entrench there so I don't have to do math. Looks like it was necessary. But yeah, like him adding wounds right now, very bad. Do not want. We can use Headbutt to re-add Limit Break. I'm actually going to play Essence of Steel here just for a little bit of extra defense while we try to rush down Taskmaster. Because yeah, right now our only method of getting rid of status cards or curse cards is by sorry, thinking and playing at the same time is really hard. Is by playing a card that lets us exhaust things. And if we end up with too many curse and status cards, then there's a chance we just might not even be able to draw that card anymore because our hand is full of stuff that we literally can't play, and then it is GG. That is like the end of the game. So let's try to just avoid that, shall we? Did he just say pickle? That's what I heard. Okay, we're running a little low on HP here. Really not loving our setup at the moment. We just need more block. We just need more block. I think we'll survive this fight, but then after this, we still have another regular enemy fight before we can rest. And that has me a little bit worried. Okay. We pull Limit Break for later. Oh. Uh-oh. Did I just lose? I think I just lost. I'm so fucking bad at this game, dude. Okay. We'll try one more run. The good news is at least we're still like gaining experience for this character so we can continue to unlock things because boy, do we need it. Yeah, I would say this is like, out of all of the characters in the game, I am the worst at Ironclad at this point. So I'm not terribly surprised that I'm struggling with this. But at the same time, like, we're not even on Ascension. Take a couple random potions and try to use them to like brute force our way through a couple elites here. Or at least that is the plan. Although, you know what? I will absolutely chug this just so we can beat up Jawworm a little bit. Yeah, so that last deck almost worked, but we just didn't quite have all the pieces we needed in play fast enough. I think about the only thing I could have done better there, besides during that last elite fight that we died on, because obviously a lot of things could have gone different there. I think early on, Cleric gave us the option to remove a card for 50 gold, and we should have just taken it. Yeah, it's really easy to get a Slay the Spire run that almost works. But it can be difficult to get one that actually works. Cool. All of these are good, but I think spot weakness is our best option here. We can upgrade that, that's even better. Yeah, I think getting stuck with Entrench was not awesome. And I mean, if I had known it would be a Runic Pyramid run, obviously I would have changed up my approach a little bit, but that's the thing is you can't plan for that. You do not choose Runic Pyramid runs, they choose you. Okay, we're back up to full health. So like Power Through would have been terrible for Runic Pyramid because it adds wounds and then you can't play them. I think I'm going to skip all those. I do like Power Through, but we really need some way to like deal with wounds before we just start taking them into our deck. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to worry about the 6 damage because we just healed that off at the end of the fight. And we are at full health, baby. Get out of here. Okay. See, fire breathing with Power Through isn't half bad. It's not great, but it's not half bad. I think we take Ghostly Armor here. I just like having a little extra defense as early as I can, in case you could not tell. Once again, not even going to sweat the 6 damage here. Just focus on immediate offense. Say goodbye to Ghostly Armor. I guess I could have played it just to save it, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, honestly, 2 sword boomerangs with strength stacking is pretty solid. Okay, let's muscle through some elites, shall we? Yeah, okay. Sword Boomerang is actually not good for this specific fight, just because generally you want to focus down 1 and then 1 and then 1, and Sword Boomerang you can't aim. But everything will die eventually. That's all I'm saying. Spot weakness is great in this fight because there is always a turn when something is attacking. Plus, I mean, we've got our regen potion to bring back some of the health we're losing here. So it's not the end of the world. Get another spot weakness up. We're actually 1 damage short of being able to kill this, which is really annoying. Trying to think of like things that this deck could really use. I think like Headbutt would be amazing. Just so like if you know, I say you, if I know what the enemy is going to do next turn, then I can choose to bring back our spot weakness. Paper Frog's pretty good. Dupe Potion. Probably a stupid play, but here we are. Okay. Spot weakness, sword boomerang. Just defend, I guess. That does 26 off of one spot weakness. That's kind of nuts, actually. I wasn't sure how the math on that would work out. I don't I don't think we necessarily need cleave for like AoE because sword boomerang kind of does the same thing. Darkstone, very rarely do I ever go out of my way to actually use this. Okay, how can we prep for this? I think we prep by just applying vulnerable and just going for it and saving ghostly armor. Because we're guaranteed to draw a spot weakness either this turn or next turn. Obviously not this turn. But it'll be attacking next turn. So like it's guaranteed to at least work. And then I think we duplication potion. And then nice. That was a whole elite fight. Hey, there's Barricade. Wow. You're funny. I don't think we need it. Yeah, the downside with Barricade is much like Demon Form, like it costs 3. You can make it cost 2 if you upgrade it, but yeah. I think unless you have like a very specific kind of deck that really lends itself to that, it can be hard to get going and actually outpace the damage that enemies are throwing at you, because that's not really like meant to be a viable strat for this character, because otherwise like Barricade would be overwhelmingly broken. So like your block options are, I don't want to say limited, but like they're not as good as you want them to be unless you get like very specific combos going. Trying to decide whether I take the guaranteed kill or whether I just let that rip and assume statistically that that gets hit at least once. I love me some greed. What can I say? Probably why I haven't gotten a win with this fucking character yet. There, not too bad. I don't mind a second heavy blade here. I think we're good on offense. Yeah, that's absurd. Now we just need defense and support, like ways to enable what we want our strat to be. So that means thinning out our deck by removing bad cards. And finding ways to stack buffs faster. Rupture's not too bad. We don't have anything that works with it yet. And for that reason only, I'm not going to take it. Remove a card. Hey, look at that. Get out of here. Let's upgrade the other heavy blade, I guess. Sure. Okay, here we go. I'm actually going to keep ghostly armor around. There we go. Okay, what do we got? I'm going to pull our attack potion here. Clothesline, I think, is the better option there. Then I'm actually going to do the little hit followed by the big hit. Because if we had done it in reverse order, then defense mode would have activated first, and then we wouldn't be able to do 6 extra damage. It's the little optimizations like that will well, I don't want to say carry you, but they add up. Yeah, we really need to get some kind of defense going. Because right now we're still relying on basic blocks, and that's just not really working out, to be honest. I think we duplication the spot weakness here. Tank 12 damage, which isn't awesome. Okay, now we're talking. Get heavy blade. Save ghost armor for later. Okay, and that's GG. See, like, our offense is so good that not having a ton of defense is fine for, like, Act 1. It will not be fine for very long. Limit break, just like last run, is going to significantly speed up our strength stacking. Okay, let's pick a route. Ooh, I'm feeling this side route with all the elites, actually. Like, that is very greedy, but assuming we can get a little bit of defense going by the time we get there, or even in the middle of there, like, we'll be set. Because our offense is kind of nuts for this early. Granted, that all assumes that we can get off one spot weakness when we need it, which is kind of our kryptonite right now. Are we really pulling it on the block turn a second time? No, okay, this isn't a block turn, thank God. I was about to be, like, actually a little upset. I think we just limit break here. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do for this turn, but next time we pull either a sword boomerang or a heavy blow or a heavy blade, yeah, that'll clean that up real quick. Twin strike, also not bad. But again, like, I think the offensive cards we have are fine. We don't need more unless they're, like, actually insane. Corruption is not a good pick right now. Shargadov's not bad. Kunai is actually very tempting as well. Because we do be playing a lot of attacks. I think Kunai. And then we go card removal, we take out another strike, and we can still afford the shrug it off anyways. Let's go. Sword Boomerang absolutely melts this fight. Because if you hit one of these guys 3 times, it just stuns them for that turn. So yeah, there's not really much that you can do there. Obviously, it's not going to be able to take care of like all of them at once, but we have 2 Sword Boomerangs, and odds are a Sword Boomerang plus another attack is possibly going to be able to take care of at least one of them. And you know what? Beats the alternative of just playing regular old basic single attacks. I think we just take the Sword Boomerang here and then do a shrug it off. Not loving how much damage we're taking here. But now that there's even less of them, like this is going to go by a lot quicker. Because that means fewer targets for Sword Boomerang to split between. Okay. Wow, that just killed him outright. Cool. Get out of here. Dual wield, I don't think we need. I think we take another Shrug It Off. Sure. Like, Shrug It Off on its own does not offset the weaknesses of this deck, but it does certainly help. I think I just full block that. Okay. I'm gonna chug that Ancient Potion. That way the chosen friend here is going to be a lot easier to deal with. (19 × 3) is kind of crazy. It's not enough, but next turn you're done for, bud. Get out of here. Okay. So I was thinking about this. I think Flex gives us more opportunities to start strength stacking, because if we play it at the same turn as oh, that sucks. If we play Flex on the same turn that we have Limit Break, then we can play both. See, I really want to Smith Limit Break to get that going, but I really need to rest, because otherwise might just die before then. Okay, so Flex plus Heavy Blade is also very good. We will absolutely take a partial block there. Okay, I think we spot weakness, and then we just try to block. I'm getting really worried about our health here. Like, I'm thinking it might be too little too late to get this deck to work. We have to start focusing on damage, otherwise we're never going to make it out of here. Although it's looking like we just might not make it out of here in general. Okay. You know, maybe we do need like a twin strike. Because I'm finding that a lot of our offensive cards are high in cost. Yeah, I think we just need to take the fire here. Rest up again. Self-forming clay helps a little bit. I see you. I appreciate you. I really hope that I don't have to rely on you as a cornerstone of my deck. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, I think we go vampire mode. Okay. So this is now a vampire run. That's cool. So that helps us a little bit with actually the health and just general offensive options dilemma that I was talking about. Because if we get like cheaper attacks like the bites that we just got, then it's more likely that we can play multiple in one turn and maybe get a kunai proc, which would be awesome. Okay, so like this is a very good turn here, actually. We get a couple bites, and then we get the sword boomerang. Do I take another ghost armor? I think I'd take another ghost armor. That way I don't feel so much pressure to keep one around. Because then I have another one to fall back on. Just in case. I think I'd dex potion here. And then we just full block and heal a little bit. Yeah, I really need to get Limit Break upgraded, but once we get that, like, I'm feeling a little better. I was genuinely like, man, we're not making it out of this. There's no way. But there's a chance. It's an even higher strength stack thanks to Flex. So now we're sitting at 10 strength. Instead of, what were we at, 8? Yeah. Honestly, I think I just go for that, build up a little dex. And honestly, ooh, you know what we could do? If we wanted to, we could kind of bully the Mystic here. Like, let's not try to kill them too quick. 13 times 3 is 39. Yeah, they'll live. On 1, but they will live. So the thought here is, since they heal themselves, what I'm going to do is we're just going to wait for them to heal back up so we don't kill them. And then we can get a bite and heal a little bit. And I'm hoping we can heal back to full this way. But it's also possible that they just kind of force our hand at some point and they just got to go. So I'll probably speed through this part while I try to get this to work. Okay, so we couldn't quite get back to full health, but with Burning Blood after the fact, now we're back at full. So that's kind of incredible. Like this run feels like genuinely it might be back. Getting spot weakness there is so bad. I really need that. I don't know why I didn't play Bash first. But yeah, so now that we don't have to worry as much about resting at the next fire, we can finally smith limit break and then get started on our strength stacking regime. Opted not to play Heavy Blade there so I could get the extra dex off the kunai. Not that I think it'll make a world of difference, but having the option there is nice. And I'm going to do the exact same thing here. Because, like, obviously kunai is not going to scale enough to keep up with how fast they're gaining strength. But it doesn't necessarily need to. Oh. I totally see a play I could have made there, but it's fine. What I could have done is used Headbutt, so I get Spot Weakness as the first card in my draw pile. I play Shrug It Off to get Spot Weakness into my hand. I play Spot Weakness, and then I play Limit Break. No, I wouldn't have had enough energy for that anyways, so doesn't matter. Yo, we actually full blocked on a turn. That's crazy. Okay, I know I just said that we don't need to worry about resting, but our HP is looking a little less than ideal. But I've never seen that dialogue before. That's very funny. I don't think I want any of that. Okay. I do still think that the best play is to Smith Limit Break, because I think that's the only way we make it out of here alive, unless we pull like some crazy power right now. Juggernaut's not bad. I'm gonna play Spot Weakness intentionally, so that way I can use Headbutt to bring it back for next turn when it will hopefully be useful. I need like, so there's like the bottle relics that are like, they take the card type of their choosing, and it's like you can choose one from your deck that you always have in your starting hand. I need like the opposite of that for Spot Weakness, because it seems like enemies just never attack first turn. Okay. We got limit break back. And now we can break some backs. Am I right, gamers? Ooh, this is kind of nasty. I think whether or not we live depends entirely on sword boomerang RNG. It's so over. It's so over. We almost had it. We almost had something there. Was it necessarily a good something? I don't know. And I guess we'll never know because we didn't get to see it work. But hey, we got a new unlock for the character. We got, actually, this is unlock for every characters. Every character can have these relics show up. Omamori negates the next 2 curses you obtain. So you can take certain event rewards that you might not otherwise want to. And that's kind of what Omamori is for. Prayer Wheel is insane. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. So you just get 2 cards to choose from. Not like you open up the like selection of 3 cards and you can choose 2 of them. It has 2 selections of cards and you choose 1 from each. So that's like, it's an insanely good relic. And then Shovel, honestly, sometimes kind of a meme relic. It gives you the option at rest sites to dig and give yourself a random relic. Obviously, you don't have to take it if it's like something that you just don't want for whatever reason. So you can do that instead of smithing or resting. Honestly, like I have a very hard time striking a balance of how much to dig versus doing literally anything else, but there are far worse relics that you could get in this game. Hopefully these are enough to carry us to a win next time, because I would really like to play other characters, but I kind of want to get 1 win on Ironclad so we can unlock like the final boss and all that. But I guess we'll have to see if that happens next time Slay the Spire comes up on Roguelike Roulette. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you did watch all the way to the end. And we'll see you next time. Bye.